Make a wish. Count to 3.
Hold on, everybody. Here it comes.
Hello, YouTube! So today, I decided to do the 10 witchy questions tag. I think this came from TheLadyGraveDancer, but here we go. What is your practice you do but you feel silly or embarrassed about doing? Well, I guess I feel kind of embarrassed about having to speak out loud because I like being quiet or like not talking at all. So like talking when people are at the house and doing like ritual or spell work is kind of embarrassing. I haven't got into like the nude kind of spell work, but I feel like I would be more comfortable doing that than like having to speak out loud. Question number 2. Do you feel you are a witch if you don't cast spells, cast circles, and so on? Yeah, I think you can be a witch if you don't do that kind of stuff. I think that being a witch is more in the heart than everything that's extroverted. Question number 3. Can you be a witch in feeling and thought and in education and not spell work? Well, I guess that's the same question as number 2, so yeah, I guess you can be a witch in feeling and thought and in education, because it all comes from the heart. Question number 4. What is something you have done in your practice that you feel ashamed of, and why? Um, Not really. Like, I did get into some darker stuff, but it was never, like, to hurt anybody or anything. But there was this one time in, like, 7th grade where I was starting my path, and, I was talking about it with some people at our table, and some of the girls got scared, and I didn't mean to scare them or anything. I was just being honest. Um, but yeah. Question number 5. Have you ever felt disingenuous about your practice? Yeah, a couple of times. But I guess that's just because living where I live, self-confidence is a major factor in how well I am developed in my practice, if that makes any sense. Um, but I usually overcome it. 6. Where does metaphysics and your craft cross paths? Um, when you start, if some witches start doing psychokinetic learning and stuff, then I guess that's where my path would cross, because that's one thing science and the craft are trying to figure out, or not so much the craft, it's really science-based telekinesis and everything. So yeah, that's where I think they cross paths. Question number 7. Do you feel deity has to be a real entity, or can it be symbolic? I think it can be both. Like for me, I believe in everything. So deity has like several different god bodies and goddess bodies, but I think that those bodies are also symbolic of deity. Um, or question number 8, do you truly believe you can be atheist, Christian, Muslim, etc., and be a witch too? Um, from the recent research that I've been doing, I would say that it is, even though there is a lot of controversy about Christian witches, and like just recently I started to move my Book of Shadows into the smaller book, and my grandma was like, started asking questions. I was like, well, witches can be Catholic too, and she was like, nah, because they have that whole bruja or brujo um, culture, so there's a lot of controversy there. But I think you can be, because if you're a witch, it's just like a more intense spiritual path than just going to like church on Sunday. So question number 8. Do you feel insecure and unsure or even scared of the spell work? Um, yes and no. Like if I'm doing spirit work, or if I'm working with a Ouija board or a spirit board, then yeah, you have to be really cautious of what you're doing, because the other side can be not chaotic, but oh, what's the word? What's the word? Um, I can't remember the word. Dang it. Um, spirit world can be unpredictable, and if you're not careful, bad things can happen. And I've done a lot of this spirit work, and at the same time, I can be nervous, and sometimes if I'm like deep into the spirit work or like advanced spells, and yeah, I do get kind of scared, but I like that because it helps me bring out the courage and bravery I usually don't have. So number 10, do you ever put yourself to a standard in your craft that you feel you may never obtain? Um, well, I aim for the stars and past those stars and past those stars, so if you don't have like super self-confidence, and if you have a lot of doubt, then I think, yeah, I think, I think it's obtainable, but sometimes just with the self-confidence thing, that I feel like I set a goal for myself that isn't obtainable, but then I just think about all those quotes that say, or no, my dance teacher used to say, never say can't in that class. And So that's the motto I've given myself. Never say can't. Because you can. And I think that everybody should aim for the stars and beyond that. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment to know, or to let me know what other kind of videos you would like to see. I have 2 more tags I might do in the future. Um, and I'm thinking about putting up a Facebook business type page for uh, things you can buy. It'll be pretty cheap. Um, I'm planning on getting some new products made and stuff, so if you would like that too, leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.